honest, okay? Determine the median. Guys, this is a very, very classic exam situation. Okay? They'll give you a bunch of numbers. They'll ask you for the mean, median, mode. 3 marks. Okay? That's actually a lot for an exam, and I would consider them easy marks. Okay? So for the median, I would arrange my data set. First thing I would do, you get 0 marks for that, by the way, which I don't find fair. Then you find the median. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 values. Oh, it did say that anyways, but we will check. That means that there isn't just one number in the middle, okay? If it's even, you can't. So let's see here. If I grab the 17s, then it's 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5. So actually, if I grab the 17s, is it necessary to add them up and divide it by 2? No, it's 17, okay? So I think you'll be fine by just saying 17 beetles. But some of the work should be obviously arranging it. So 1 mark there. Determine the mean, okay? So the mean, you have to at the very least show us the sum. You don't have to actually show us how you add every individual number. And this is going to give you 178. Okay, 178 divided by 12, so you get 14.83. I think it's fair to say that every single time you're going to have some sort of units attached to that number. So it's beetles in this case. Determine the mode. In this case, there's just one mode, and that's 20 beetles. Okay. So 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark. Which measure of central tendency, so which one of the mean, median, mode, okay? Mean, median, mode. That's what collectively we call the measures of central tendency. Which one is the best central? Like which one is the best center of the data? Justify your choice mathematically. What do you think? Do you remember what I said about outliers? If there are outliers, mean is not a good one, okay? Are there outliers? 20s, 18, it's actually over on the right side, it's progressive, but here, these two numbers are very far from the rest. You almost have to imagine a number line to scale, and then you would see that the 2 or 3 are way down, okay? So I would say median. Your median is pretty, like quite in the center. Median is usually your best candidate. Mode is not very good. It's not central. It's very skewed to the right. Okay? So in my opinion, median is the only one that is acceptable in this case. Okay? It's not just my opinion. It is. Actually, it is the only one. Okay? Sometimes it's kind of like up to you. So median. Since it is not affected by outliers, okay? The data has 2 low outliers. 2, 3, okay? I would say just say that because you're just justifying why you picked one. And median is the one I picked, and so it's not affected by the outliers. The following set of marks was obtained by a student in their quizzes. If the trimmed mean is used, removing the top 2 and the bottom 2, will the mean be higher or lower than the mean using all the scores? Let's look at it. Which one is an outlier here? 24, right? Outlier. So if you get rid of the outlier, which is on the low end, if you get rid of it, what's going to happen to the average? Going up. Okay? It's counterintuitive. If you get rid of the low, then you're actually going to go up, okay? So since the outlier is low, the mean will increase. Guys, with questions like these, you can probably even do, did anybody actually find the average with all of the numbers? Anybody? 66.08. So you can actually do that. That's part of your justification, because now we're going to do the math without the top two and the lowest two. So now we're going to trim. So we're going to figure out our average. You take the lowest two out, you take the highest two out. It's already arranged, which makes it a lot easier. It won't always be. Okay. If you add that up, I get 563. And now we only have 8 values left. We used to have, what is it, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now we're down to 8. Only 8 remain. So your average is 70.38%. And this kind of verifies what you were claiming anyways. Okay? So you get 2 marks for this one. You get, the province gives you 1 mark for each entry, because they want to see that you trimmed it, that you accounted for it at the top, and that you accounted for it at the bottom. And obviously the final answer would have to be correct if you wanted 2 marks. So 2 and 1, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't get old. Anyways, backside. We're not going to do 4, my bad. Nobody said anything. But you know what? I appreciated you trying it. Like you're like, might as well, right? So give it a try, even if that happens on the exam. So here, 95 households were contacted about the number of people living in the household. So number of people and number of households. Determine the mean number of people living in the household. So we realize that we have to cross multiply like this. You get 11, 36. This is 78. This is 100. This is 60. And this is 18. You combine that all. You get 303. I'll give you a mark for the 303 already. And then we have to decide what to divide by. UN people times households. That's good enough. We want what? We want people to stay. So you have to divide by households. Okay? So the number of households, if you add that up, that is 95. It told you that already. It is confirmed here. This is 95. You get a mark for that. And so that's 3.19 people on average per household. Okay? So 2 marks for the back side, only 2. And what was the front again? 7? 2 and 7, 9 total. Name and last name, please, on there. And then if you could pass it forward,